Standard bridge operations. The bridge consists of the chief's seats for every position. Each position is linked directly to their station. Their station receives data from the probes or sensor array. They get the information and send it to the bridge. Now, the bridge captain, observation deck captain, when he is enlisted as the captain of that ship, his first duty is to preset his needed information, the things he's looking for first of all, the most important, most valuable information that the sensor grid obtains. As the crew sends the stuff to the bridge, his important information comes up as pop-ups on their screens. So as the science is getting pop-ups and all the departments' pop-ups are popping up telling the captain what's coming in, the captain has a finger trigger. It's a button he wears on his fingers and is able to press with his thumb. This pauses all pop-ups. The station still receive the pop-ups, but it stops the crew from announcing them so that the captain can use the one he just heard and find out more information, set orders, and so on. The list of pop-ups that are popping up afterwards go into a numerical system of what was first achieved. And then he unpauses it and they go back to announcing what is up to date, what he needed the most of all information about it. Now, for every seat on the bridge, except for the captain, the commander, and the counselor, every other position has a room, has an extra crew. There is 3 members of bridge staff waiting outside the bridge. Their job is to sit at their computer console and keep up to date with what's happening inside the bridge, so that when one of the bridge crew is ordered away, that position can be instantly filled by the person waiting. This is for every shift except third shift, in which case the captain is brought up to speed when it turns to yellow alert status. This is far before any sort of alert comes into it. The captain sits on the command seat. Every chair has a GPS modulated seatbelt that during critical attacks can be activated, and certain malfunctions they will activate and sense the person and go around them. So it's never going to smush the person because they'll have there instantly. Now, tactical. There are 4 phasers, 2 on the saucer and 2 on the speeder, on the lower half. The phasers have 2 stable settings. One is a full yield beam that can be held for 3 seconds and can be omnidirectional, used like a sword. And the phase, second, is a pulse. Instead of the beam, it machine guns the pulse in 60-second intervals. Now, you only use two at a time. You never show more than two. You keep that for when they're separated. The phasers, as well as the SP rifles and phasers, handheld phasers, all also have a stun setting. Yes, the big ship does have a stun setting. Next, we deal with the photon torpedoes. There are 8 torpedo ports total. The photon torpedoes can consist of 3 settings: zero spread, full yield, and neutron, which is the cloak buster. The photon torpedo zero spread shoots 3 missiles, 3 photons at a target. They rest in a triangular position. When you deal with the photon torpedo full yield, full spread, you deal with 3 sets of triangles in a triangle position. Then, like I said, there's 8 of these total. 8 photons, 4 phasers. The phasers, the solid yield can act like swords. You know, they're multi-range movable. They're not finite like the photon torpedoes. There's 13 weapons total. The last weapon in the arsenal is not really a weapon at all. It is a solar magnifier. It's a solar laser hole cutter. This weapon, this tool, is used for when you're going faster than light. The faster the ship goes to light speed, the colder the air gets in front of it and becomes hard and solid. The solar laser, heats it in front. Now, it can be used to break holes. It can be used for a lot of serious damage. But generally speaking, it is only for faster than warp technology, or for safety. It also is omnidirectional. And there are 2. One for the saucer and one for the making 14 weapons total. The final job of the tactical officer is to relay mission statements using the overhead intercom system to the crew as ordered. The helm has to wait for orders. They get the setup all from their tactical computer. And the science commander officer, complete diagnostic of the surrounding areas. They have to track the polarities, the frequencies, what the actual spectrums are. have it all mapped out throughout from where they are to where they're going, mod calculating all the stuff in between. They are also have control over the solar laser and the two spotlights. They are in control of the speed, and nothing is done without the command seat's approval. Whether that being the captain on first shift, the commander on second shift, or the helmsman on third shift. These are the three shift leaders. They run the ship when, needed. Now, all missions follow the prime directive of Jesus Christ. And this is a very diplomatic procedure. The captain does not do anything in haste. He has a ready room and a conference room just to go over with his staff to find the best options. If he can't, then to call Starfleet and have the fleet admiral send assistance. So this is a very complex deal. And every shift, you have 3 people waiting for each seat. So, and a whole ship full of crew, and a whole ship full of everything's relying on making the proper choice. Now, in danger situations, we're coming to the emergency action message status is now to be fully explained even in more detail, because there's the green alert where it's relatively neutral, the yellow alert where we've already learned, and the red alert. Then there is the going dark. It's a red flash in light where they have to go dark. Hollow emitter infiltration parameters will be activated. Basically saying during warp they will go and cloak their vessel and have a holodeck vessel come onto the play. Then using probes, they're able to make all of the proper sounds and readings that the regular vessel will have. This makes it so that no one is lost in Starfleet. But, I might be jumping ahead of myself